Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today we are talking about this update. I'm going to make this video rather quick. I'm not going to take too much of your guys' time. Just wanted to go over this real fast. So this update right here, let me just say, hats off to Moonton, because there's one thing in here that I absolutely love. I mean, they're doing a lot of good things with this update, but there's one thing that I wanted to highlight, and right when I seen it, I was like, I got to make a video on it. But first, let's go over, I'm just going to sum all this up on the new stuff coming out. The first thing is Hero and Demon Soldier adjustments. They're giving Praetus a buff. I mean, it's not a big buff. I actually have Praetus to A1, but I feel that he's already a meta hero in the game. He's one of the top dogs. There's no reason to give him a buff for his A1. I mean, it's not a huge buff, but at the same time, you're buffing a guy that doesn't need to be buffed. He's already the top dog. Why are we buffing this guy? You know, and this is coming from a Praetus owner. I know some people were saying that his A1 was useless before this, but me personally, I just feel like he didn't actually need this buff, but you know, that's just my take on it. You know, everyone has their own opinions. I have my own opinion. You have your own opinion, but let's go ahead and keep moving on. So Demon Captain Maul, he's getting a new skill. That's nice. Artifacts that are added into the game. They're adding 3 exclusive artifacts, Trust, Falcia, and Kaniza. If you guys have them, you guys have a crack at getting one of their exclusive artifacts, which is going to be very nice, right? I'm not going to dive too deep into what they do. Just know that an exclusive artifact, for the most part, will be better than any other artifact for that hero. There are some exclusive artifacts that aren't as good, but let's keep it going. We also have adjustments to existing artifacts. Abomination and Zalus, they're both getting adjustments on their artifacts, which is actually a buff for their artifact. Basically, Abomination's getting a little bit of a AoE damage by 20% increase. That's actually pretty nice. He's getting that added in there. Then Zalus is getting increases damage by 15% added in. So that is all really good. One thing that I did want to highlight, this isn't the thing that I was talking about in the beginning of the video, but I really like this. So a lot of people were struggling with Apocalypse 1 in Titanic Ruins, but now they're reducing the difficulty, which is going to make it easier for players in the game. I mean, that is awesome, absolutely awesome, especially if you are on the cusp of 30K. Now that they're reducing the difficulty, you should be able to get there no problem, right? They're also adding new items to the guild shop. I mean, all very nice, but the thing that I wanted to get at was this right here, the Guild Wars. Oh my goodness. When I first read this, I had to reread it because I was like, am I reading this correctly? Is this what I think it means? And you know, after reading it like 20 times, I was like, I think I got it down. I mean, let me just say, this is a top tier update. This is going to make it a lot easier for players, basically save you time, right? It's also going to make it to where you don't have to keep changing your gear around for Guild Wars. You could keep it the same, and if you change it outside of Guild Wars, it's okay because it's going to stay the same inside of Guild Wars, which makes it really nice. Okay, so let me just read this. All right, adjusted the update method for gear and artifact info of garrisoned heroes in Guild Wars. Previously, gear and artifact info will be accessed during matchmaking. Okay, yeah, that was previously, right? And then right here, now commanders can manually update gear and artifact info. So when I first read that, I was like, okay, hang on, wait a minute. Does that mean what I think it means? You know, I was sitting here thinking about it for a minute, and I was like, you know what? Let me keep reading. Let me see. Let me try and get some clarification on this. And clarification is exactly what I got. When your garrison teams are deployed in Guild Wars, the gear and artifact info will be recorded immediately. Commanders can then check and manually update the gear and artifact info on the team edit or garrison fortification pages. After manually updating gear and artifact info, changing or removing them elsewhere has no effect on the heroes in the garrison team. That means whatever gear that you decide to equip your heroes with inside of your garrison, it's going to stay there. Even if you change it outside of the garrison, outside of Guild Wars, you're going to keep that lineup and the artifact. That is, oh my goodness, that is going to help so many players, including myself. I'm really pumped that they added this into the game. Someone actually mentioned it in the Discord, and I was like, I didn't even know that there was an update. I went and checked it, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, I see you, Moonton, I see you, all right. Another cool thing that they added for Guild Wars, they optimized the Guild Wars point deduction. when the point gap between the winning and losing sides is too large, the points deducted from the losing guild will be appropriately reduced. That really evens things out, makes it to where your guild's not going to lose too much points just because you're facing an overpowered guild. That's awesome. That is awesome. I mean, basically everything they're doing for Guild Wars is just, it's fantastic, guys, fantastic. So right down here, I actually really like this as well, the gear recommendation. So it's always been set to default. You know, the thumbs up, right? The thumbs up for the gear recommendation. That's always been a default kind of thing. But now we can customize it. We can basically make it to where, oh, you know what? I kind of want these stats inside. Let's go ahead and add that in. Let's go ahead and make it to where this gear is recommended as well. I mean, this right here is going to save us a lot of time, I mean, this is actually awesome as well. Man, I'm telling you, this update is lit. It's lit, guys. And then we come down here. Gear enhancement. This is another thing I wanted to highlight that I'm going to end the video. So you can now directly enhance your gear pieces on the reward page of multiple auto fights and background fights. Gear can be quickly enhanced. To sum all this up, they're making it to where we're going to be able to save time, and it's just stuff that's going to make sense and keep the community happy. I love it. I love how they implemented all this into the update, and it's you know, definitely positive things moving forward for this wonderful game that we're playing. But you guys let me know how you guys feel. What's your guys' thoughts? Hit me up in the comments. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.